One of the challenges people come to us with is that they have this fear of, wait for it, imposter syndrome. That they feel like they are an imposter, that they will be found out, that they're not sure that they've got the goods, they've got what it takes to go forward and do what they need to do. So I'm going to give you today a 3-step method to get through that whole thing of imposter syndrome. Okay, so step 1 is stop using the word. Yes, stop using the words. Stop using that phrase, that term. Stop using it for yourself. Stop thinking it. Stop talking about it in the tea room. Stop talking about it in conversations. And above all, do not say to anybody else, oh, that's imposter syndrome. You've got imposter syndrome. Because what it does is it just pours all of this negative stuff, all of this negative energy, all of this negative vibe onto either ourselves or the other person. Because when you look at it, what does imposter mean? Imposter is about being a fraud or a liar or being deceiving or deceptive or actually purposefully setting out to construe the truth. And I don't believe that anybody watching this is wanting to do that. When you're in a career in STEM, it's about honesty and credibility and putting the information out there and helping the population and being able to contribute to the communities and the entities and the people that you work with, your clients, your customers. And then the second step moves on from there. It's choose again. Reframe. Reframe the way that we're seeing it. Reframe the words that we're using around it. Because when you really break it down, it's things about feeling apprehension, feeling a little bit scared, feeling a bit worried about what might or might not happen. It might be that we're going, I've never been in this situation before. And so I'm feeling a little bit like uncomfortable because I've never been here. It's unfamiliar. And when we choose again and reframe that whole statement in a different way, we change our energy around it. We change our thinking around it. We change the chemical reactions that we elicit within our bodies. So therefore, we change how we feel about the situation, the task, the project, the opportunity that is in front of us. We get to change our feelings around it by choosing again and reframing those words a different way. So what if we said instead of that phrase, what if we said, oh my gosh, I haven't done this before. There's some things here that are really unfamiliar and I'm feeling a little bit apprehensive. I'm feeling a bit scared. I'm feeling a bit anxious, feeling a bit worried because I don't know what to expect. If we do that, if we change and reframe and choose again, we take the sting out of those words. We take the heaviness and the bigness out of that phrase. Imposter syndrome. Okay, so step 3. So step 3 of getting through that phrase is to stack your goodies. Stack the things that you've done again and again and again. Stack your goodies. Recognize the amazing things that you've done that are similar to the situation you're going into, which might be unfamiliar. Let me tell you a wee story about Lisa, who I worked with a few years ago. Lisa was an incredible clinician and researcher, and she was scared stiff, petrified of speaking at a conference that was coming up. We were both going to a conference in the other side of Australia. She was petrified about it. And it was like, she was going, I get so wound up about it. I almost vomit every time I stand up in front of an audience to speak. And I says, do you know your stuff? She goes, yeah, I've been doing this project for over 3 years. I know my stuff. She was a senior clinician. She was awesome. She was amazing. She was personable. She was funny. She was bright. She's incredible. Skilled. She absolutely knew her stuff. And yet she had this thing, whatever the thing was, of stepping up on stage and sharing her research. And so we talk through these 3 strategies, and we talk through these strategies about stacking her goodies. So I said, so what is it about speaking that you do enjoy? And she goes, oh, well, I've spoken in team meetings all the time. I do that all the time, every day. She said, I speak to clients all the time. I speak to relatives that I don't know. I talk with other researchers and collaboration that I might not have met before. And it was like, okay, cool. So you can talk to people and you can talk to people that you don't know. Awesome, cool. Stack your goodies. She's good at this, remember? And then it was like, so let's think about the environment. So have you spoken at a conference before? She goes, oh yeah, I've been in my field of profession for over 15 years. Yeah, I've spoken to people before in a conference, absolutely. And it was like, okay, so you've done that before. So you know about using a PowerPoint, you know about PowerPoints, you know about how to stand up in front of people, how to use a microphone, all that sort of stuff, little technical things. Stack your goodies. And she goes, yeah, but I still just get so scared. And before I walk up, she says, I just want to throw up. I was like, okay, so where else in your life have you spoken to groups of people? And she goes, I've actually emceed a couple of weddings recently. She goes, oh, it was so much fun. It was like, I was up there, I was quite witty, and I did what I needed to do, and I spoke really well and really clearly, and people even came up and said I did a really great job. She goes, that was really cool. Stack your goodies. I went, awesome. So within that, what's the difference between speaking at a wedding, where you probably didn't know everybody? She goes, no, I didn't know everybody. No, not at all. And speaking at a conference. You know your stuff, you've prepared your stuff, you're the same person. Take that amazing goodies and those accomplishments in there and just transfer them over to there. These 3 steps